because it's all lean on giving Bayelsa a very high started, and it's going to finish them up before the expiration of his tenure.
Okay.
So on that area, I am very happy. I don't want to dwell so much so that I don't spoil my happiness.
Yes, we'll look at the paragraphs actually, in a jiffy. But Barrister Justice Ojienoh just joined us from Lagos. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And good morning to all our listeners all across the world. It's my pleasure to join you, and more particularly the great people of Bayelsa State.
Many thanks. Thank you very much for joining us. We're looking at the Independence Day speeches. We will concentrate with the national because you're not here in Bayelsa State, so I think you will comment more on the president's speech. So let's start by asking you. Nigeria is now 65 years independent. When you look back, do you believe the nation has lived up to the hopes of its founding fathers? That's one. And number two, what really struck you most about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Independence Day speech this year?
Okay, for me, we're to the first question. The answer is an obvious no. Anybody that has contrary views is a propagandist and probably under the paycheck of the present day government. So as for the dreams and hopes of the people that established this country or fought for the independence of this country, I feel that it has been significantly dashed, if not totally dashed. And I also feel that while in their graves, they are practically turning and they are turning in double pain. That this country, this wasn't their intention. So as for the speech of the president, two major parts that I am diametrically opposed to. I'll touch on education and healthcare. He kept saying that our healthcare services are significantly better than where they were in 1960, and I am significantly opposed to that based on the fact that in 1960 and in the earlier parts of our independence as a nation, we had people from all over coming down to Nigeria for medical services. The king of Saudi Arabia popularly came down to the University of Ibadan teaching hospital to come and get medical services, to come and be checked, to come and be treated. That's one of the most wealthiest monarchs in the world. Can we have such a situation like that in today's Nigeria in the medical sector? The answer is an absolute no. Even the Nigerian politicians, the average Nigerian leader of any capacity, once they get a councillorship, the Nigerian medical space becomes anathema for them. They are going abroad. They call it medical tourism. Even our last president was not dignified enough to die in Nigeria. All of them, they won't die in Nigeria. They go to Saudi Arabia, they go to Germany. Now the present president is famously known for France. The only place where they choose to die is abroad. They choose to be treated in medical facilities abroad. We remember what the wife of the ex-president said about the medical center in Nassau, that they didn't even have paracetamol. All they come to do in Nigeria is to come and be buried. Nigeria is their cemetery. So they come and the president comes and tells us that, we have a better health care now compared to 1965. How is that true? Come to education. Same thing. Exactly the same thing. They cannot educate their children in the educational facilities here. All of them is abroad. Even they don't get their own education here. All he was saying in order to protect the fact that we are educationally better was the number of educational facilities that we have here. At the beginning of our independence, people were coming to the University of Lagos, coming to the University of Ibadan. International students come and get educated. What's our ranking? What's the ranking of our universities? The best of our universities do not even make 1,000 in the world. So why are we lying to ourselves. So a lot of these things need to be revisited, and they need to be revisited in good faith by the leaders of this country in order for us not to just be having a tirade of vanishing numbers. What's the endowment of the average Nigerian university? The endowment of Harvard is more than $50 billion. Meaning that the total Nigerian university is more than $50 billion. While Harvard as well university has more than $50 billion. So you are here saying that, you are doing better in education. A lot of these things need to be rechecked, need to be revisited, and sometimes the only way we'll be able to make progress is after we tell ourselves the harsh truth. And I think that the president tries to insult the intelligence of Nigerians, and it feels that Nigerians don't even understand, that Nigerians don't have a memory. We are displaced with amnesia. So these are some of the things that our leaders need to know, that we know in order for them to be able to do better by the Nigerian people.
Okay, Justice Gennard, the wonderful summation that you started with, we had also asked our brother Prince Mac-Ake concerning the figures, because we're seeing that most times, even with this present administration, the president started that this is the third Independence Day speech to Nigerians, and we begin to hear figures, begin to hear amounts. We're hearing for NEL fund for the students. He addressing his speech, he said his administration is set to give the Nigerian youths wings to fly, and he talked about the NEL fund thing, and he talked about over 94.9 billion naira spent disbursed so far. Then he talked about also for feeding, there was this amount that is also 44.9 billion giving, and we are just seeing figures. The people on the street, let's ask now, the speech writing and the boots on ground, reality on ground, do they really match? Or how do you think Nigerians really feel across every geopolitical zone right now?
Okay, I feel that we are gradually getting to a stage of total apathy and lack of absolute confidence in the government and in the figures bandied by the government. And by the time the average Nigerian finally gets to that point, it's gonna be total despair as far as some of us are concerned. And I feel, Nigerians generally feel, that the government has started tampering with figures. Because by the time they bandy this figure, bandy that figure, they will talk about so many, how many billions that they are spending on sometimes they will just say 10 million families. And I've not met one family as a Nigerian that has been helped by the government, that's getting conditional transfer from the government. So we start suspecting that, the government are thinking with the figures and data. And that is supposed to be apolitical. It's supposed to be something that is beyond the thought of any government. Because once Nigerians suspect that they started thinking with the figure, which I know that Nigerians have started suspecting, because just like I said earlier, I've never ever met one person that the government, they will say one particular register, National Social Register, National Poverty Register. And I've not met one person that is bringing money before. But they need to be transparent. They need to publish these names. And anybody who feels that, they want to enjoy the privacy of their person, they don't want their name to be published, then they should remove such person from such register. Because Nigerians need to trust the integrity of the data that they are using, of the names that they are using, and of the persons that are beneficiaries. Otherwise, Nigerians will believe, and rightfully so, that these politicians, they are either putting the money directly into themselves, or they are saving into a war test for their re-election, or into their these are not being recycled for the purpose of putting in positions of power their own cronies and their own pockets. And Nigerians know that these things are happening. Nigerians are just not aware of the level to which it's happening. So that is why, for me as a person, I don't trust the figures that this president or the government is bandying. And they need to quickly retrace themselves on that. They should stop tinkering with the National Bureau of Statistics. Whoever is appointed into that place must be a person that is as political and as objective as possible, because these figures are not only used by Nigerians, it's not only used for politics, it's also used by foreign direct investors. That's number one on the angle of Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. When last did we have a population census in this country? And that's supposed to be the first step original of all the data that any other body or agency of government is supposed to be using to create development blueprints in different sectors of the economy or for social purposes too. So what are we doing about national population census? I pray that by the time we decide to do national population census, they don't also put in their cronies to manipulate the figures, because at some point we heard that people were counting cows and goats to populate some parts of Nigeria. And how will development come when we have figures and data that we cannot rely on? So these are some of the things that I want the government and the propagandists to not talk with a long spoon, because the implication of it will be too grave.
Okay, Barrister Justice Ojienoh, just hang on. Let's just open the phone lines and get the reactions of Nigerians. A few calls, and we're back to maybe ask you a few questions to summarize today's show. To you, the listener, you can head on Facebook right now. We are streaming live, 97.5 Golding FM, Yanagua. Just go there, like the page, and drop your comments there. We're going to be reading those comments in the show. Calling numbers 0707 747 1522. 0912-000-1975. You can send WhatsApp messages on calls, even on WhatsApp, no problems. We can get it. 0912-000-1975. Let's hear from you. What are your thoughts regarding the speeches of the president yesterday and on that of the governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Diri? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Ini, calling from Punch.
All right, Ini, quickly.
So, for all the comments with Mr. President yesterday, me, I don't see anything like that. Because even that money, we ain't saying they give people, families. I don't know how many families we don't receive, but me, I don't receive. Although few people for this state feel receive them, but nobody has seen the talk. That one injury is a real issue. So we don't feel. In fact, the government will not feel anything from the government. So if in the talk say in do like this, in help people, in they put things in place to make maybe Nigeria better. It should do more than talking. Because we're always in the talk and don't see anything inside.
Okay, thank you very much, Inie. But of course, he has to give a speech. He says he should do more than talking. What do you expect the president to do on on Independence Day? You expect him to speak.
But I think that because we cannot also sit down here or put in our views to say he has done nothing.
No. We can't say that.
We can't say that.
No, we can't say that.
So now what I would have encouraged the system to do, they would have just looked at the areas that they have had, tangible gains.
And that's what he did, right?
No. They didn't do anything.
Oh, let's get this here from this caller.
Even the areas that we believe that they have gotten success, we were shocked that we didn't hear those things.
Okay, let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
And I also greet Paul Mac-Ake, Prince Mac-Ake.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes. I would say that my name is Jackson Amadi. I'm calling from Mac-Ake.
Okay, please go ahead.
I believe it is high time for us to declare a specific day for us in this country as a day of survival. Because our survival, the rate at which we survive in difficulty I think people need to come and study a Nigerian, an average Nigerian or a poor Nigerian, how they manage to survive in this country. Because it has never been easy. So many persons right now don't even care what happens. As long as they can see little food to eat in a day and they think of the next day. Now people don't even care about building houses or buying luxury things. They just want to eat and survive. Not even quality food, just quantity that will satisfy their stomach. That is how bad the country is. During the Buhari government, we felt it, but it was never like this before. I think the presidential speech that was read during the Independence Day were figures that even he, the president, is not aware of. These are cooked up stories or figures that if you ask him, Baba, this thing will be told us, so you come and give us evidence, like the way you are saying, let us see. These things you are telling us, come and show us the indices to show that this country is now living well before you came, or more than the way you came. You are saying we are going through surgery. Yes, the surgery is going to the point that our blood is draining out from our body. Before you finish the operation, this man is dead. You cannot revive this man. That is how bad the country is. Look at every direction. Security is in the place whereby people die on a daily basis. Not one, not two, but hundreds of people die on a daily basis. And now we all feel like as if human life is no longer important to us. If today you hear that 1,000 persons die to the place, they don't do it again. No problem. So they manage to go. That is how bad the country is. So whatever that we are seeing now, the human life of a Nigerian is at the threshold of enduring to the point where you feel like, what is the hope for tomorrow? See, the Independence Day is just a reflection that, yes, they are independent to control the natural resources, but if you don't see the independence, they just suffer.
All right.
And I just, yes, thank you. Let me just end it.
All right, then. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Chief Moyo, I greet you.
Morning. Thanks for joining us. Quickly, please.
Yeah, very fast. I greet our guest also. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want the speech. I think I listened to the speech by Chief, our president. I think I listened carefully over and over. I think what I gathered from that speech, I think it's just one of those traditional speeches we used to hear over the years. It's not a holistic speech. If I want to be specific, the local government autonomy, I don't see how autonomic that statement is. Because up till now, we have not heard anything concrete from the federal government. The local governments are still under siege, so to say. It's so unfortunate. And for the bandits, I think these are people that work for some people. And I think this is a payback time. If you want to sow, it's what you reap in this life. That is where I see it. And for the last but not the least, I think from the speech, I heard when your president said that he's trying to say that the past administrations have not done well. They have kept us where we are today. I want to look at it holistically. The past 10 years, we have been ruled by APC, and this same leadership is part of these 10 years. So what are we talking about in a nutshell? For our governor, the last of us, I think his name he has written his name in gold. I give him kudos for that. Thank you this morning.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let's return to Barrister Justice Ojienoh all the way from Lagos so that we can let him go. Barrister, are you there with us still?
Loud and clear, sir.
Great. So we want to let you go. You know, you're very, very busy. But, you know, before you go, we want to hear from you. What should be the top 3 priorities for this administration, you know, before 2027? And if you had the chance to advise the president, what one message would you give him?
For me, the top 3 would be first, cut down on corruption genuinely this time and empower persons who are chasing a corrupt people politically, give them the political will and backing to go after all and sundry that are bedeviling our commonwealth. That is number 1. Number 2, cut down on the waste. That was my second priority. Cut down on the waste. When you tell Nigerians to tighten their seatbelts, to tighten their seatbelts or whatever things that of that is that you too you should tighten your stop telling us to endure while you are feeding fast. So that's number two. Number three, they should work better on the security situation in this country because without security, economy can never ever blossom the way it's supposed to blossom. So if the president can give this priority, I think that we'll be in a significantly better place come 2027, and people may have a think as to whether they want to renew his mandate or just tell him this. And I'm just largely assuming that everything is done by vote. I'm assuming that this Nigerian voter is not going to be intimidated, and the votes are not going to be skewed in any particular politician's favor. I'm just assuming that there's going to be integrity within the system. And for my last word to him will be that the INEC chairman that's going to be nominated in the fourth call in a few days' time should be a person of indeed integrity and not just a person that will give his imprimatur to the wrongfulness and political brigandage that has pervaded our country so far.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Barrister Justice Ojienoh, for being a part of us. Have a beautiful day, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's it. Let's take one more call before we come to Mac-Ake. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. This is your calling from Akinfa, sir.
Okay, go ahead, please, quickly.
We have a topic, but let me just run. The independent day celebration of Bayelsa creation is Bayelsa is 29. We are still progressing as a Bayelsa. As a Nigeria, they born me as Nigeria, so that is now Nigeria matter not our problem. I don't know get that enough of our leaders, but my mother she even born 1960, so Nigeria independence is normally in my memory. If apart from my mother, give birth to that 1960, for even no reason, independent day one day, but my mother is give birth on that year, so that is why parents from Akinfa is normally no the independent day. But apart from that, we are seeing progressive. We just grow too. No, we don't get the even radio station. We'll be home today now. We they grow too now. God bless you.
Okay, thank you. That's on a lighter note. It's allowed. It's allowed.
But you
it's
see,
allowed.
you
Yes.
see, you have just made a comment at a lighter note. But that's the Nigerian man for you. And that's why leadership is taking us for granted.
That's true.
We're happy people. Nigeria, in fact, the way God created the Nigerian species of human beings were different. If you travel, of course you have traveled.
Yes,
before. Whenever you leave the shores of Nigeria, they look at Nigerians as if we are extraordinary people. And of course we are.
We are.
And when we go, we don't fail.
No, we don't.
We don't fail. Excellence in all ramifications.
See the way we are absorbing all of the pain.
No nation citizen can try it. But you see Nigeria, we complain 1 minute, the other minute we are in a party dancing. Nothing happens. Just like the man that thought that we Nigerians now we don't think of quality food. All what we need, let there be food to eat.
Food to eat.
But yet, look at how we are refreshed.
Mark, look, this particular caller has been trying my line. I don't know. Can we hear you in 60 seconds, please?
Good morning, my brother.
Morning.
Yeah, my brother. It's Tony.
Okay, quickly, please. Quickly.
Some of things you're getting talked down. I'm disagreeing with him. Well, Tinubu never affect Nigeria like that. Nigeria never affect Nigeria. It will affect Nigeria. This is 2 years in office. This man has done a lot for Nigeria. This man has done a lot for states in Nigeria. Today, we are praising Diri. We are not praising Tinubu. When this is there, there's no money to pay salary. They are paying half salary. We are blaming presidents of Nigeria. But today, there's a lot of money to pay salary and do a lot of work for Nigeria. I want to replace the man who bring that idea to replace this money to do all these things. He said the man affect Nigeria. If not, first sources to be removed today. It given it to governors. And governors are doing road. Bring to us. Bring other things to us. From this money for society to make it happy. And you are blaming the governor. And when President Tinubu, you are a partial person. Secondly, in terms of the money given to universities, if you never hear that Tinubu, many people are receiving money for university, you are talking lie. People are receiving money for university every day. Go and apply. You can receive your own. In terms of money, people are paying people 75,000 naira for 3 months. It's a reality. For day, in our party, although by day, I think up to 10 people receiving those money in Bayelsa here. So let us, when you see the truth, let us say the truth. And when you see the report of you're not your party or you're not like the man, you condemn everything the man has done. Insecurity, the man have tried. Before some local governments in North.
Okay, thank you. We have to go. All right, we have to go. We have to go now.
Is it the uniqueness of Nigeria?
Yes, that's it. That's the issue.
But I think it's far from the discussion. We are not sitting here to say the man has done nothing.
We are looking at the speech and connecting them to what.
Now the speech said 8 million families. He did not say 8 million people. 8 million family. So let us just do a small mathematics to say the minimum family of, let's say 4, a father, mother, and 2 children. Multiply that 4 to 8 million. That means if these things are correct, what we are saying here on this studio is about the figures.
Prince,
if the 8 million is correct, then we would have completely eroded poverty in Nigeria.
Let us conclude in your last or final words, like your concluding thoughts for today's show.
Well, my first that Nigerians should be taken seriously. We should do due diligence before coming out with such kind of broadcast. I think the president should have an in-depth knowledge about what he wants to come and tell Nigerians at all time. I know as a leader, he has handlers. They will just write and say, Mr. President, this is what because as of today, the president is living a protocol life. He hardly even knows what is happening outside the Aso Rock gate. So people handling the president's schedule should do well not to insult the sensibility of Nigeria, because end of the day, I just embarrass the president that happens to be their boss and the leader of our nation. Because when you bring in issues that are not correct, and I know the way we are reacting here, because I've been on other social media platforms like X and all the rest, the reactions of Nigerians as regards to this speech, if not that the kind of people we are as Nigerian, what is happening in Nepal would have been elementary. But we are peace-loving people, and I pray that everybody continues to be peaceful. We must always discuss our issues to have a logical conclusion for a better Nigeria.
And quickly for Bayelsa.
Bayelsa. I think this Bayelsa story, we should have a special edition where we can do proper digesting.
We will.
But however, as a state, even if we are going slow, we are progressing. Even if we are going slow, coming from 29 years, if we begin, that's why I say special. If we now quantify from the day Bayelsa was created, the resources that come to Bayelsa till date, that is when we have proper developmental discourse about Bayelsa. Then we cannot equate with what we have and what we have received.
Let's hold it there.
Sector by sector.
Thank you.
Then we'll get. But for now, the governor is mostly the gas turbine that have arrived Bayelsa to give the Yenegua kudos to him and all good things that he has been doing, and let him keep monitoring what he has been doing. Because another thing before I close up, the issue of security in Bayelsa. Bayelsa have been enjoying peace, but it's like the security people have gone to sleep.